Farmers say a good tractor is like a family member. It stays with you for decades. But what if I told you there are tractors out there that don't just last years, they last lifetimes? Machines so tough they've clocked 10,000 hours of hard field work and still refuse to quit. From legendary John Deeres to indestructible Massey Fergusons, today we're counting down 10 tractors known to cross 10,000 hours with ease. Whether you're a farmer, a tractor lover, or just curious about which machines never die, this list will blow your mind. Let's get started. Number 1. John Deere 4440. The John Deere 4440 stands at the very top of tractors that have earned a legendary reputation for longevity and dependability. Produced between 1978 and 1982, this machine was part of Deere's 40 series lineup, often called the Iron Horses. Farmers quickly realized that this tractor was more than just a piece of equipment. It was an investment that could last a lifetime. Powered by a 7.6L six-cylinder diesel engine with 130 horsepower, the 4440 had all the muscle needed for tillage, planting, and hauling heavy loads. But the secret behind its longevity wasn't just its power, it was the quality of engineering and build strength. The 4440 came with Deere's advanced powershift transmission, which was considered nearly unbreakable if maintained properly. Farmers who put in thousands of hours found that the tractor simply kept going, requiring only routine maintenance such as oil and filter changes. Many owners proudly report 10,000 to 15,000 hours on their 4440s without needing a major engine rebuild. Its heavy cast iron frame, strong hydraulics, and operator-friendly cab contributed to reducing stress on both the machine and the driver. Another reason this tractor lived so long was Deere's philosophy of making parts easily replaceable and widely available. Even today, you can find aftermarket and original parts, which makes restoring or maintaining a 4440 straightforward. Farmers who once bought these tractors brand new still use them daily, proving that durability never goes out of style. At farm auctions, clean 4440s bring shockingly high prices, with some selling for more than $40,000 decades after production ended. That speaks volumes about its reputation. Crossing 10,000 hours isn't a rare achievement for the John Deere 4440, it's practically the rule. For many, it remains the gold standard of what a tractor should be: tough, reliable, and built to last. Number 2. Massey Ferguson 135. Few tractors in history have achieved the kind of global fame that the Massey Ferguson 135 enjoys. Manufactured between 1964 and 1975, the MF135 was designed as a reliable workhorse for small and medium-sized farms. Equipped with a 3-cylinder Perkins diesel engine delivering around 45 horsepower, this tractor might not have been the biggest, but its strength lay in efficiency, toughness, and simplicity. Farmers across Europe, America, Asia, and Africa still praise the MF135 as the tractor that never quits. The Perkins engine in the MF135 is one of the most reliable engines ever built in farming history. Many owners report their tractors clocking 10,000 to 15,000 hours of work with no major overhauls, just regular maintenance like oil, fuel filters, and air filters. Even after decades of use, these tractors start quickly and run smoothly, making them a favorite in rural areas where high-tech servicing is not always available. What also set the MF135 apart was its fuel economy. It consumed far less diesel compared to larger tractors, which made it a practical choice for farmers who needed reliability without high costs. Its lightweight design made it versatile for plowing, seeding, and transportation, while its hydraulics were strong enough for most farm tasks. Because of this balance, the MF135 became a do-it-all tractor. Even today, 50-plus years after production, thousands of MF135s are still hard at work. Spare parts are readily available worldwide due to the tractor's massive popularity, and local mechanics can fix them with basic tools. It's common to find MF135s still being used daily in India, Africa, and South America. Crossing 10,000 hours is normal for this legendary tractor, which is why many farmers call it a forever machine. It's a perfect example of how good design and tough engineering can outlast generations. Number 3. Ford 8N. The Ford 8N may not be the most powerful tractor on this list, but it holds a special place in history as one of the most dependable farm machines ever built. Manufactured between 1947 and 1952, the Ford 8N was part of the famous Ford N-Series and quickly became one of the most popular tractors in America. With its four-cylinder gasoline engine producing about 27 horsepower, the 8N was designed for small farms, but it proved to be far tougher than anyone expected. The 8N's biggest strength was its simplicity. Its engine was easy to maintain, and repairs could be done with basic tools. Farmers loved the fact that as long as you kept oil in it and did routine service, the tractor would just keep running. Many owners have reported their 8Ns passing 10,000 hours of service, despite being more than 70 years old. Some are even still being used daily for mowing, hauling, and light tillage. Another reason for its legendary status was its affordability and availability. Ford sold hundreds of thousands of these tractors, making parts cheap and easy to find even decades later. This widespread use meant that nearly every mechanic had experience fixing them, ensuring their longevity. The 8N also featured innovations for its time, such as the three-point hitch system, which allowed farmers to use a wide range of implements. That versatility added to its value and kept it relevant for decades. Even today, you can find Ford 8Ns still running on farms and hobby ranches. Many owners take pride in restoring them, while others keep them as working tools. Crossing 10,000 hours is a common story for this tractor, proving that simple design, rugged construction, and ease of repair can create machines that last almost forever. Number 4. International Harvester 1066. The International Harvester 1066 is often remembered as the red giant of the 1970s, a tractor that combined raw power with long-lasting reliability. Produced between 1971 and 1976, the 1066 featured a 7.1L turbocharged diesel engine, delivering about 145 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful tractors of its era. Farmers who worked with it found that it was built to withstand years of punishing work, and it quickly earned a reputation as a tractor that could easily surpass 10,000 hours of operation without breaking a sweat. The 1066's engine is one of its strongest points. Farmers consistently report running them for 12,000 to 18,000 hours before requiring major overhauls. Unlike today's electronics-filled tractors, the 1066 relied on simple mechanical systems. This meant fewer breakdowns, easier maintenance, and a tractor that could be repaired right in the barn. Its robust drivetrain and durable clutch system further added to its long life, while the strong rear end made it capable of handling some of the heaviest implements of its time. Beyond its mechanical toughness, the IH 1066 was also ahead of its time in operator comfort. The custom cab option offered better visibility, improved air circulation, and a more ergonomic seating position. For farmers spending 12 to 14 hours in the field, this reduced fatigue and made long workdays manageable. Even today, nearly 50 years after it rolled off assembly lines, the IH 1066 remains a favorite at farm auctions and tractor shows. Many are still fully operational, pulling plows, planting corn, and hauling loads. Its reputation as a workhorse that refuses to die is well earned, and for many farmers, the 1066 is the perfect example of international harvester engineering at its finest. Crossing 10,000 hours is almost expected with this tractor. Number 5. John Deere 4020. The John Deere 4020 is widely regarded as one of the most successful tractors Deere ever produced. Built between 1963 and 1972, the 4020 featured a 6-cylinder diesel engine producing about 95 horsepower. While that might sound modest by today's standards, it was a game-changer in the 1960s and quickly became Deere's best-selling tractor of the time. What makes the 4020 so famous is not just its sales success, but its ability to keep running for decades. Farmers across the globe report that their 4020s have logged 10,000 to 15,000 hours without major mechanical failure. Its synchro-range transmission was durable and easy to operate, while the hydraulic system was powerful enough to handle a wide variety of implements. This versatility made the 4020 useful for everything from plowing and planting to hauling grain wagons. The 4020 also stood out for being ahead of its time in terms of safety and comfort. Deere introduced features like a rollover protection structure, ROPC, improved braking, and better operator seating. These features, combined with its reliability, made the 4020 extremely popular among farmers who wanted a tractor that was safe, comfortable, and long-lasting. Another factor behind its longevity is the incredible availability of parts. Because Deere sold so many units, parts are still widely accessible, and many 4020s continue to work daily with modern attachments. Collectors and farmers alike value the 4020 so highly that its resale value remains strong even after 50 years. Crossing 10,000 hours is just the beginning for the John Deere 4020. Many still work today, proving why this tractor is often called the Forever Green tractor. It is a symbol of durability and versatility that has truly stood the test of time. Number 6. Massey Ferguson 165. The Massey Ferguson 165 is another tractor that has earned its reputation for incredible durability. Produced from 1964 through the mid-1970s, the MF165 was equipped with the legendary Perkins A4.212 or A4.236 diesel engine, producing between 58 to 67 horsepower. This made it more powerful than the smaller MF135, while still retaining the same rugged simplicity that made Massey Ferguson tractors world-famous. Farmers who bought the MF165 quickly realized that it was built to last. The Perkins engines are among the toughest ever put into a tractor, capable of running smoothly for 10,000 hours with only routine maintenance. They were highly fuel-efficient, easy to service, and resistant to breakdowns. Many farmers proudly state that their MF165s have been working for decades without a single engine rebuild. Another reason the 165 lasted so long is its balanced design. It was large enough to handle tough field work, like plowing and planting, but small enough to maneuver around smaller farms and pastures. Its multi-power transmission option provided flexibility and speed, while the hydraulic system was reliable and versatile enough for a wide range of implements. The MF165 also gained popularity globally, especially in developing countries where durability and ease of repair are more important than modern luxuries. Its simple construction allowed local mechanics to keep them running with minimal tools. Even today, thousands of MF165s are working daily in Africa, Asia, and South America. Crossing 10,000 hours was almost routine for this tractor, and many have doubled or tripled that number. The Massey Ferguson 165 is a true example of rugged simplicity and reliability, and it remains one of the most loved tractors ever built. Number 7. Ford 5000s. The Ford 5000, introduced in 1964, was one of the most influential tractors in Ford's history and a true global farming workhorse. With its 4-cylinder diesel engine producing around 75 horsepower, the 5000 hit the sweet spot for mid-sized farms, providing enough power for tough jobs without sacrificing reliability. The Ford 5000 quickly became popular because it was simple, tough, and could run for thousands of hours without issue. Many owners proudly share stories of their tractors crossing 10,000 to 12,000 hours without a single engine overhaul. The engine design was straightforward and durable, which made it easier for farmers to service themselves. Its powerful hydraulics and tough rear end meant it could handle a variety of implements, from plows to loaders. What also helped the 5000 last so long was Ford's focus on building a machine for international markets. It was sold in North America, Europe, and across developing nations, which made parts widely available and ensured a long supply of service knowledge. In many parts of Africa and Asia, the Ford 5000 became the backbone of farming during the Green Revolution, and thousands are still operating today. The tractor was also known for being fuel-efficient and operator-friendly, with a comfortable seating position and simple controls. This combination of power, comfort, and simplicity made the 5000 a beloved machine among farmers who needed something dependable. Even now, more than 50 years later, Ford 5000 tractors are still seen working fields, hauling loads, and even pulling plows. Crossing 10,000 hours is normal for this machine, and it remains one of the most respected tractors ever built by Ford. Number 8. Case IH Magnum 7140. When Case IH launched the Magnum series in 1987, it marked the beginning of a new era in tractor durability. Among these, the Case IH Magnum 7140 quickly rose to legendary status. Equipped with the mighty 8.3L Cummins turbocharged diesel engine, this tractor produced around 190 horsepower and was built with one purpose in mind: to handle the toughest farming jobs without wearing out. Farmers who bought a 7140 knew they had a tractor that could easily outlast the competition, and many of these machines have surpassed 15,000 to even 20,000 hours of service. The secret behind the Magnum 7140's legendary longevity is its combination of power and simplicity. The Cummins 6CTA engine is one of the most reliable engines ever placed in a tractor. It delivers consistent power, runs cool under heavy loads, and is designed for easy maintenance. Coupled with Case IH's robust full power shift transmission, the drivetrain proved nearly indestructible. Unlike modern tractors packed with electronics, the 7140's mechanical design made it dependable and straightforward to repair in the field. Operator comfort was another factor that contributed to its success. The Magnum 7140 came with a spacious cab, excellent visibility, and controls that were easy to use, even during long days of planting or harvesting. This reduced operator fatigue and allowed the tractor to be run for 14 to 16 hours a day, adding up to thousands of hours over the years. Even today, more than 3 decades later, the Magnum 7140 remains a favorite among farmers and collectors. It still commands high prices at auctions, and many are still working daily in large farming operations. For those who owned one, crossing 10,000 hours was just the beginning. These tractors were built for multiple lifetimes of service. Number 9. John Deere 4955. The John Deere 4955, manufactured from 1988 to 1992, was one of Deere's most powerful 2WD tractors at the time, boasting a 7.6L 6-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine that produced nearly 200 horsepower. It was designed to handle heavy tillage and large implements with ease. But beyond its raw power, the 4955 built its reputation on sheer toughness and longevity. Many of these tractors have logged 12,000 to 18,000 hours in real-world use without requiring a major overhaul. Farmers often describe the 4955 as being overbuilt. Deere used heavy cast-iron construction, oversized drivetrain components, and its bulletproof 15-speed power-shift transmission, which could handle massive loads without wearing down. These design choices made the 4955 more durable than most tractors of its generation. For many farmers, this was the tractor they trusted for their most demanding jobs, season after season. The cab of the 4955 was another highlight. Deere designed it with operator comfort in mind, including air conditioning, ergonomic controls, and excellent visibility. This allowed farmers to put in extremely long hours without fatigue, maximizing productivity. Over years of continuous operation, this meant thousands of hours added to the meter. What also sets the 4955 apart is that it has stood the test of time better than most tractors of its era. Even today, it is common to see 4955s working on farms around the world. With routine maintenance like oil changes, fuel filters, and occasional clutch service, these tractors just keep running. Crossing 10,000 hours is routine for the 4955, and many examples are still out in the field well beyond 15,000. Farmers still pay premium prices for them at auctions because they know the 4955 is one of those rare tractors that will keep working for decades. Number 10. Kubota L-Series. While American and European giants dominate many lists of long-lasting tractors, the Kubota L-Series deserves recognition for proving that smaller tractors can be just as durable. Models like the L245 and L285, introduced in the 1970s and 1980s, became incredibly popular with small farmers, landscapers, and orchard owners. Powered by 3-cylinder Kubota diesel engines producing between 24 and 30 horsepower, these tractors were compact, fuel-efficient, and unbelievably tough. Farmers and landowners quickly discovered that these Kubota tractors could easily run for 10,000 to 12,000 hours with no major issues. The engines were famously reliable, starting in cold weather and running smoothly even under constant use. Because they were designed for smaller-scale farming and maintenance tasks, they often worked long daily hours, building up time on the meter faster than expected. Yet they just kept going. What made the L-Series so dependable was Kubota's focus on simplicity and quality engineering. These tractors didn't rely on complicated electronics, which made them easy to repair and maintain. Their lightweight design also meant less stress on components, extending the life of the drivetrain and hydraulics. In addition to reliability, the L-Series became known for versatility. They could handle plowing, mowing, loader work, and hauling with ease. Their compact size made them maneuverable, especially in orchards, vineyards, and small farms. Even today, 40-50 years after their release, thousands of Kubota L-Series tractors are still in daily use across the world. Owners proudly point to their hour meters showing 10,000+ hours of work without an engine rebuild. The L-Series proves that longevity is not just for big horsepower tractors. Even small, compact machines can last decades with good engineering and care. There you have it, 10 tractors that farmers swear by, each one capable of crossing 10,000 hours like it's nothing. These machines prove that great engineering, simple design, and tough build quality can outlast generations. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these tractors is your favorite? Or do you have a tractor on your farm that has gone past 10,000 hours? Drop your stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing tractor stories, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss our future uploads. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those tractors rolling strong.